And ladies and gentlemen, young, aggressive and resolute, the BJP Tamil Nadu President K. Annamalai is taking the Stalin government in the state head on. And he's now locking horns with the DMK government on fuel prices. Now, this is a leader who people in Tamil Nadu are talking about now. But how far can Annamalai go in this fight? He's joining me in 60 seconds.
When M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, made a sharp political point with the Prime Minister on stage.
Honorable Prime Minister, some of the important demands of Tamil Nadu, like Kachativu, NEET Bill, GST dues, Tamil as official language in union government offices.
The DMK used the language debate to drive home a point. And the BJP is using fuel prices to corner Stalin. Leading the fight against the Tamil Nadu government has been this fiery leader of the BJP, Annamalai.
Tamil Nadu government has reduced only 3 namesake. They haven't even reduced. They promised 5 rupee and 4 rupee. Instead of not reducing, people of Tamil Nadu will not accept all your excuses. That is why this protest was called in Chennai.
Annamalai, the BJP chief in Tamil Nadu, has opened a new front, leading these protests. And he says he's not willing to pull back till the Stalin government reduces petrol and fuel prices. How far will he go? Let's speak to him on the show tonight.
And I've been told, Mr. Annamalai, that you are young, that you're ambitious, and that you're feisty. But tell me, what kind of ultimatum are you giving to the Stalin government? What's your ultimatum?
Arnab, good evening. This is an election promise they have made a year back. Somehow or the other, they find a lame excuse not to do this. Now, we have given an ultimatum a week back that we are going to come towards the Secretariat today, which we have did it. And now we didn't have any other option than to tell him that 20 days from now, it is going to be a mass Satyagraha across Tamil Nadu. The BJP members across different parts of Tamil Nadu, they will sit on a mass Satyagraha 20 days from now. And this
no, but you've timed this. No, Mr. Annamalai, sorry. Mr. Annamalai, good that you are on the streets now. But you've only done this after the finance minister has reduced at a central level duties on petrol and diesel. So you seem to be timing your decisions with that of the central government. Why didn't you do this earlier? Why didn't you put an ultimatum earlier?
This is the second time we are doing, sir. One, we have done it right after Deepavali. We have went hard at them. They have given an excuse that the finance is poor and they want to calculate the number of diesel vehicles in Tamil Nadu. The finance minister wanted some more time because he's not sure the amount of diesel vehicles that is plying on the road. All kinds of lame excuses they were giving.
No, but there's a contradiction here. There's a contradiction. Allow me. When M.K. Stalin demanded GST dues on the stage with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 26th May, you called it political drama. Why did you call it political drama then? You said pending GST dues are to be settled by the GST Council, and yet today you have tweeted that the Government of India releases all pending GST compensation. So do you agree that the centre came under the pressure to release the GST dues?
Absolutely no, sir. In the press note, the centre was very clear. The centre is going much beyond what is mandated by the GST Council, even with only 15,000 crore. The centre is spending extra money, maybe the first time in its history, by leaving out all the 86,000 crore. The centre was very clear, they are going much beyond what the GST Council mandated. Probably this is the one-off because some of the state finances were in a very poor condition. In the press note, the finance minister
but the state finances continue to be very poor. The state finances, Mr. Annamalai, continue to be very poor. You know, your state has a debt of over 6.5 lakh crores. And is still trying to improve revenue collection. Can they really afford to reduce?
Sir, the The debt of 6.5 crore, 6.5 lakh crore is not of BJP's making. We have to understand.
But it's a reality.
Even in the safe budget,
but it's a reality.
Budget, when they make
but it's a debt on the people of Tamil Nadu. But it's a debt on the people of Tamil Nadu indirectly.
100%, sir. That is the way the finances are mentioned. We are only asking, you have mentioned this in your poll promise, you have come to power. And second, even in the last budget that you have declared after coming to power, you have made provisions for all kinds of things. All kinds of useless things you have made provision in the budget. But you are not able to reduce something which you have promised, a 5 rupee and a 4 rupee in the manifesto. That is what we are demanding. We are not demanding like a UP or a Karnataka, reduce 10 rupee and 12 rupee. Reduce 5 rupee and 4 rupee, what you have promised. Because the DMK government fully knows before coming to power the state of the finance of Tamil Nadu. They fully know.
But before elections, people have promised all kinds of things. I'm sure the BJP also promised all kinds of things. Don't tell me that in your manifesto you did not make fantastic promises. The freebies were promised by you as well. Did you not know the state of Tamil Nadu then, or are you taking advantage of the fact that you did not win the election or come close to it?
So there is a huge difference between the way our election manifesto was made, and we can talk a long story about what is the election manifesto we have made and promises we have kept. But coming specifically to Tamil Nadu, BJP is against the culture of freebies. We have never done it in any of our election manifesto till now. We will never do that also. This is perfectly doable. What they have mentioned is perfectly doable because the government's mindset is somewhere else. They just don't want to do it because the DMK government runs on election mode. 6 months before the election, they will get into active mode. 6 months before the election, they'll get into active mode. The rest 4 years are just fooling people. That we want to bring to government's attention, that we want to bring to people's attention and get it done. It is definitely not politics here.
Okay, we'll watch out what happens after 20 days. Mr. Annamalai, thank you very much for joining me. Now that's Mr. Annamalai. They say he's a rising political star in Tamil Nadu. Let's see how aggressive he gets on this one. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to bring the news to you. Now you've seen some political party spokespersons not happy, some squirming, but that is it, isn't it? Our job is to ask them the questions to make them answerable. Questions which are on your mind. And I shall see you tomorrow, same time. Good night and goodbye.